Hey everybody, this is Geneva of Geneva's Closet. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fabulous morning so far. It is 8:33 a.m. Chicago, Illinois, Midwest, my time. I know for some of y'all it's like 6:33 a.m. Sorry, people. I didn't know what else to do. I needed to come on early because I have some things to take care of later on. So yeah, I just need to be available. But how are you all doing? Hope you, like I said, hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday morning. Did anybody watch that Sandra Bland documentary yesterday on HBO called Say Her Name? You know, I sat there and I posted it on Facebook and then went to my TV on demand and set it to record. And then when 9 o'clock came, I realized that I didn't even have HBO. We no longer have HBO. We completely changed the cable plan a few months ago, and I thought that we had it, and we did not. You can just imagine how disappointed I was. I was trying to figure out, should I just order HBO just so I can watch Sandra Bland? And then, like, I don't know. So I was like, no, I cannot order it just to watch Sandra Bland, even though I really wanted to. So yeah, I hope they put it on Netflix or something. Now what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Because I knew it was going to be good. And then it was like an hour and 45 minutes long. That's why when I seen Miss Essie Berry do her video, I couldn't even watch the whole video. I only watched like 2 minutes of it because I did not want to be told what was happening in there because I wanted to see it for myself. And then plus, when Sandra Bland was killed, because that's what we definitely say she was killed. When she was killed, I guess I paid attention to it, but I don't know if I paid as much attention or went all deep down into the details of every little thing that was going on, or I had researched it. Or so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this documentary. So I hope you all seen it and got something out of it. And I mean, because y'all know I love, I love documentaries. So I was just very disappointed when I realized that we did not have HBO. So I got up this morning, kid you not, going on YouTube trying to see if anyone had recorded it. Nope, hadn't seen that yet. Went to see if it was on Netflix. Like, can I watch it on Netflix? Is it on, should I get an app? Is y'all showing it on the app somewhere? And I haven't seen it. So I don't know. I guess I gotta wait. But I definitely want to see that. And the other thing I was gonna say is that one of our closet secrets, like I had mentioned the other day, she actually lives in Dallas, not too far from Botham John's apartment where he lived at the Southside Flats apartment. And she went there the other day. And because remember our question, the thing that we wanted to know was, how did the garage look? And I said I was going to Google Earth it, having Google Earth kept forgetting. We were trying to figure out, because remember, she lived on the 3rd floor. Botham John stayed on the 4th floor. She said that she didn't realize that she had parked on the 3rd floor. She thought she was on the 4th. We were like, what does the 4th floor garage look like? Does it still have a thing over it? Or when you get to the 4th floor, is it just, the sky? Which we was like, well, then that wouldn't have had made any sense then, because then you should have known, because you look up and you're outside, because you're outside when you park on the 4th floor. So here go the video. Let me turn it up. I said that I'm gonna have to show it to you off of my phone, and I will take the video and put it on Facebook today. And our closet seeker is supposed to be our closet seeker PI, because isn't that some PI work? She actually went over there to the building. She said she was going to go again today and take some pictures of the elevator and the stairway, I guess, because she said everything is numbered. So she said for her, she has no idea what Amber is talking about, saying that she didn't know that she was parked on that floor because there are numbers by the elevator, and she said by the stairway, if I'm not mistaken. So she should have seen that it's a 4. There's a 4. So when you leave from the garage, you're going to the apartments, you're on the 4th floor. Then you got to the apartment, and then you see the red rug, and then the numbers on there. But she's claimed she didn't see all of that because I guess she went half blind that day when she was, going home or going to kill Botham John. But anyway, here go the video. Hopefully you all can see it. Let me see. If I put it like this, will you be able to see it? Okay. Wait a minute.
This is the 3rd floor of the parking garage. Pretty much garage looks like any other parking garage. So I'm heading up to 4 now. This is 4.
And there you go. I hope you was able to see it. I hope it wasn't too blurry or anything, but make sure you follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet because I will be putting the video over there. So basically what we got from that is the 4th floor has a covering on it just like the 3rd floor, because you see she went from the 3rd floor to the 4th floor. Now this is what the closet seeker said. She said that the garage looked just like how a hospital garage looked. When you're circling through the hospital garage, you got a circle to go to each floor. She said that's exactly how that one at the Southside Flats looked. So I guess that one is done, people. We got the answer to that. We got the answer. And like I said, she said she's going back over there to take some pictures of the garage so we can see the numbers on the door and the elevator. But, you know, because I had asked our closet seeker, PI, private investigator, I said, okay, because so Amber parked on the 4th floor. So she wouldn't have got on the elevator. She would have what? Just opened up the door and went straight to the floor, you know, where the apartments and stuff was at. So I wanted to know, so is there a number over there? Like, was it? And she said, yeah, she said there's a number. There's floor. She said there's no way that Amber would have known. And then she said, too, that the police station and stuff is just a few blocks away. That's what she said. The police station where Amber supposedly or whatever worked at is just right down the street. She said almost like walking distance. She could have walked from the precinct or whatever it was to her home. So I said, oh, wow. Okay, now I did not know that, but we know that now. They probably did say that, but I don't even remember. But thanks to our closet seeker for going out there doing that PI work in Dallas. We sure appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. So now let me move on to the next thing. Another one of our closet seekers sent me this yesterday as a message on Facebook. And I was like, what? And it says Rwanda president orders total crackdown on bleaching creams. I guess they getting about sick of that already. All them black women over there turning themselves white. Really, bitch, why would you do that? You don't like that melanin? You don't like that melanin? I found that really interesting that he would do that right now, right after we, you know, this huge thing with Black China and the bleaching cream. And matter of fact, the woman who owns that bleaching cream thing that Black China is supposed to be representing or whatever is black. Let the record show she's black. Matter of fact, I think she's African. The woman who actually made the bleaching cream, because I went on Instagram and looked at her page, and she's over there advertising it not as bleaching cream, but cream to help your acne. That's what she is, you know. And matter of fact, she says that the cream is not to be used as bleaching. It's supposed to be for your acne, but let the record show that even the pictures of the people that's over there using the bleaching cream for acne definitely light it up. It went up a notch or down a notch. The skin color went down some notches from acne. For acne, it went, yeah, it changed the whole skin. Ben, stop. You know, the dog just bringing it. Anyway, let me read this. It says Rwanda President Paul Kagame, that's what I'm going to say, Kagame, Kagame, has weighed in on the debate around bleaching, tasking relevant state authorities to step in and take necessary measures. And this is coming from howafrica.com. He was responding to a citizen's tweet calling for authorities to put together a campaign against skin bleaching, which he said was getting out of hand. That's what I'm saying. It done totally got out of hand. Kagame responded to the tweet earlier this week. Quite unhealthy, among other things, includes use of prohibited chemicals, MOH and RNP, need to rein. This is very Rein this in very quickly, he wrote. The state-affiliated New Times Rwanda in a report confirmed that the police and Ministry of Health were set to launch a crackdown on skin bleaching products. It quoted police spokesperson John Bosco as confirming that they already have a list of prohibited substances, and their operation was primarily to target these. We have the necessary capacity to conduct the operation. And the police and ministry were to be joined by the Food and Drug Authority and the Standards Board. The operation will go hand in hand with education. Minister Diane Gashumba said that most people use bleaching creams out of ignorance, but the first point of call is with manufacturers, sellers, and resellers of these products to stop distribution. Bleaching is common in most parts of Africa, where dark-skinned women especially patronize these creams to get lighter skin colors. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, at least 4 in 10 African women bleach. Studies have also shown that the skin bleaching products industry is a multi-million sector, highly unregulated, and has negative effects on more than 30% of long-term users, ranging from burns to skin cancer. Some countries, such as Ivory Coast and Kenya, have tried to regulate the bleaching cream market, but the lack of follow-up and the multiplication of illicit networks sometimes encourage the spread of the phenomenon. There you go. Well, at least he sees that it's a problem and he wants to crack down on it. Somebody has to. Somebody has to, because I really think that it's getting out of hand too. I mean, that's a damn shame when it done got to the point where you don't like your skin color. I mean, like I was there at one point too. So are these younger girls that's doing that? I wonder if that's what it is. Because in my younger time, because usually when you're younger, you're still trying to figure out yourself. And, usually when you get older, it's like, hey, it is what it is. You don't love this, I love this. But when you're young, it's, oh my God, I don't like myself. Oh my God, why do I look like this? And so maybe those are the ones that's really using this skin bleaching cream the most. But then again, I don't know. But go ahead for Rwanda president for at least trying to crack down on it. Somebody has to. I seen this yesterday, and then it says Cobb, Gwinnett, DeKalb report Atlanta boil water calls. Are y'all having some problems with your water, Atlanta? I'm talking about moving to Atlanta. They talking about boiling water. And this just happened in some state too. Was it Detroit or Michigan or Indiana? It was somewhere else too. Cobb, Gwinnett, DeKalb report erroneous Atlanta boil water calls. And this is coming from AJC.com. Just yesterday, residents across Cobb, DeKalb, and Gwinnett County reported Monday wrongfully receiving calls about the city of Atlanta boil water advisory. Atlanta issued a boil water notice Monday morning because of a pump problem at the Hemp Hill water treatment plant and pumping station. None of the counties have reported having any problems with their water systems. Oh, okay, well, that's a good thing then. Cobb spokesperson said Atlanta's mass notification system that launched in 2015, which is city, what do you say? People can sign up online for the free service for notices about severe weather, unexpected road closures, missing persons, and evacuations of buildings or neighbors, as well as community events and crime alerts, according to the city. All righty. Apparently, if you ever signed up for a notify ATL notifications, you got the alert. Many in the metro area that travel to Atlanta signed up for primarily traffic reasons. Gwinnett sent out a news release later Monday saying its water was safe for all uses. The county wanted to assure people that Atlanta had mistakenly sent the boil water advisory to some Gwinnett residents and that the water systems are not connected. The city of Atlanta did not immediately confirm that it had sent the robocall. So that's what it's called. It's called robocalls. Some DeKalb residents reported receiving robocalls about a boil county in their area, but the spokesman hasn't sent notifications about an advisory. So that's good. So Atlanta's water is good. So for the ones who seen it was like, what? And they boiling water, you ain't got to boil it. They said everything okay. Hopefully. Yeah. Because then the next thing you know, you'll be like, the water was bad. Be like, I thought you said that the water was good, so that's why I had stopped boiling it. Now the water is bad, so it was the reason that that was sent out. Can you make up your mind, please? But they said it's good. They said the water is good. And then I posted this yesterday because people, you know that I have a tendency of going to go do FDA calls and recalls. I do searches because we can't trust is always something. Right before Thanksgiving, we had turkey. They were recalling turkey. Really? Right before Thanksgiving when everyone is going about. Who knew that? Who? Huh? What? That wasn't huge. They didn't put that on TMZ, BMC radar, TMZ radar online, box up, the shade room. I don't think. Maybe they did about the turkeys or whatever. So it wasn't huge news, but it's always something. So I did it again yesterday, an FDA recall, and it said blood pressure medicine. But get this, blood pressure medicine recalled due to chemical linked in cancer. You know what? That's why we just say that these medicines, these doctors, these people that's putting this stuff together, they ain't nothing but sorcerers. Why is it a chemical linked in cancer in the blood pressure medicine? What have they been putting? We don't know what they putting in this medicine. We have to say this right there. We have none. Do you know? I don't know. Are they telling you? They ain't telling me. And when the doctors do explain, when you do ask, they start talking in all of these doctor terms. Look, nigga, I don't understand that. Do I look like a doctor? Do I look like I went to school? Do I look like I took medical terminology and I understand anti-thing that you're saying? You're going to have to bring that down in kindergarten terms for me. Kindergarten, preschool, I would prefer that. Don't even give me 8th grade doctor talk. Give me preschool, kindergarten, daycare. Talk to me like I'm in daycare so I can fully understand what you're saying. So what exactly is this saying? If I can even read all the words, because anytime it comes to doctor stuff, here they go with these words or whatever that I don't even understand. But this is coming from cbslocal.com. It says 2 popular medicines used to treat blood pressure have been recalled due to concerns over a possible cancer risk. Teva or Teva, Teva Pharmaceuticals announced that they've launched a voluntary recall of amlodipine, valsartan. Look, people, the valsartan, VALSARTAN. Go over on Facebook. Follow me at Geneva's Closet. It's over there. According to the FDA, the drugs could contain an impurity called N-nitroso diethylamine, okay, which has been classified as a possible carcinogen in humans. Whatever it is bad. Okay? Just know it's bad. That's all we need to know. And then from there, you can look it up yourself. Ben, can you please? People taking either drug should contact their doctor or pharmacist for advice or alternative treatments. Stopping the drugs immediately with no comparable alternative could pose a greater risk to patients' health, according to a statement of the FDA website. Stopping the drugs immediately, no comparable alternatives could pose a greater risk to patients' health. Okay, well, thank you for letting us know that if you don't have something else to take and you just stop this one, it can pose a risk to you. But what they failed to tell us, let me go down, is what type of risk is taking the drugs that got some cancer, whatever the link to the cancer, and what can that do if I keep taking it? Now, why they ain't put that in here? Nope, you told me what to do if you have questions. Okay, they gave us a number to call. Um, and if you have adverse reactions or other problems experienced with the use of the products, you may be reported to TIVA. Okay, but they still ain't told us what the risks are. Did they tell us? Did I read something about a risk? No, I didn't. So why would they do that? Why would they do that? Why would they tell you, "Ooh, these people are something else"? Because it seemed like so they're letting you know something is wrong with it, and it got something to do with cancer. They're not really telling you what, but they definitely don't want you to not take anything. They want you to take something. So get back in there. Okay. So your insurance can pay for some other BS sorcery magician medicine. And hopefully, you know, it won't do anything to you like the other one is, but we don't really know because you haven't told us anything. You just told us to contact TIVA, the FDA. Okay. That just reminds me, like I told y'all the last time, Chad, because Chad do sciences to, I don't know what type of work he does. He does something with chemicals and science and biometrics and bios or whatever. But he was working at this other job and they made medicines and stuff for hospitals. And they were working on a blood pressure medicine. And Chad was like the sciences doctor. So I don't know what he was, but he was in there with his all white and stuff on, and they're in a room, in a glass room, and it shuts closed. And Chad said that they had told him that if that stuff was to drop on your skin, because they had the gloves and the whole thing, but if that was to that stuff that they were making for people for blood pressure, I mean, no, it was for heart. It was a heart medicine to give to the people at the hospital. But if it dropped on their skin while they was in there creating whatever they were creating, that it could mess up their heart and make their heart speed up and possibly pass out. And I'm like, what? And this is the same stuff that they gonna give to the patients in the hospital for their heart. But for you, if it drop on your skin, you ain't even absorbed it. You ain't even popped it in the mouth until just on the skin. Not only is it gonna possibly mess up your heart, have you pass out, but then y'all gotta shut down that whole facility, clean it out, rinse it out, and change your clothes. And I was like, wow, for heart medicine? These people can't be trusted. Anyway, let me go on to the next thing. Let's see what else is out here in this world, people. Let's see what's going on. What else is going on out here in this world? Oh, this is what I seen yesterday. So I want to know your opinion. Give me your opinion, people. Give me your opinion. This is Your Web. Is that what they're called? EURWEB? That's what I think they're called. Yourweb.com. A Georgia couple, black couple. They're black people. Okay. Georgia couple finds $25,000 cash and returns it to the store owner, a white man. Okay. Okay. I'm telling you what's going on. I'm just telling you because just in case, because I'm a visual type of person. So that's why I'm letting you know what color these people are. It says Georgia couple finds $25,000 cash, returns it to the store owner. When Georgia couple Jeff and Michelle Green came across a deposit bag with almost $25,000 inside on November 16th, they immediately, people, they not with a hesitation, they didn't sit there and think about it for a day or two. They immediately turned it over to police, not knowing that an investigation had already been launched into the missing cash. Rincon, I hope I'm saying that correctly, police department received the call that same day from local business owner Patel, Patel. We're just going to go with that. And he almost looked like he's a Pakistani, whatever type of man. I don't know, maybe you might say. Who said he lost that very bag of money that he was going to deposit in the bank. How did he lose that? How about some good news? Wrote the Rincon Police Department in a post on Facebook. Today, local business owner Patel reported having lost a deposit bag with nearly $25,000. Our office began investigating, but hoped that whoever would find the bag would do the right thing and turn it in. Local residents Jeff and Michelle Green are those amazing people. They recovered the bag and made sure It was returned to the rightful owner. We always encourage citizens to do the right thing, both morally and legally. Thank you to the Greens, stated the Post. The post received over 100 comments from Facebook users who praised the couple for being good Samaritans. Way to go, Mr. and Mrs. Green. You will be blessed one day, wrote Melinda Robertson Jarrell under the post. Great people. God bless this family, wrote Cheryl. Mr. G and family are very nice people and will give you the shirt off his back, wrote Lucille Griffin. These folks will be blessed. The owner definitely should have rewarded them for their honesty and integrity. One user joked, I would have stole that money like Kemp stole the election for governor without hesitation. So what happens when you find valuables lying around and you're not sure what to do with it? According to the criminal defense lawyer online information site, even though cash is not marked with the owner's identity, like a check or saving bond, it is a piece of property that originally belonged to someone other than the finder. So technically, cash you find is not automatically yours, states the website. Many places have laws in place that require a person to turn in money over a certain amount, such as over $100. For example, in the U.S., traditional ethical guidelines about finding money are quite similar. You should try to find the owner and only keep the money if you made a reasonable effort and couldn't locate the owner, reports the website. First of all, that's a bunch of BS. Them people sat there and turned that $25,000 in, and I ain't read not a dang gum thing. Matter of fact, the article is done. It's done. I have nothing else to read to you. You didn't get them nothing? Not $100, not $500, not $1,000. Really, bitch? They owed you. They don't owe nobody nothing. That could have been a blessing. That alone could have been a blessing. Now, true enough, because they turned the money in, the Most High may bless them in another way. But I would have probably looked at that as a blessing. I mean, because I know a lot of people would be like, well, God bless them. And no, you sitting up here talking about all these the moral thing to do, the right thing to do is for them to turn over the money, even though the money ain't got a name on it, or, so you don't really know who it belongs. So the moral and right thing to do isn't for this man, this Patel man, to give them the money. Nigga, what if they wouldn't have never turned that money in? You wouldn't have deposited the $25,000. So if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have had nothing to deposit. Now you got a whole $25,000 to deposit because of them, because you lost the money. They don't owe you nothing because you lost $25,000. They owed you to give it back to you, and then you didn't get them nothing. Also, that's the stuff that I don't like. I remember that happened before to me and Maya. I remember one day me and Maya was at the dollar store, right? And I was there buying something. Now, we're in the line doing our checkout, and there's a white woman standing in front of us. And I guess the cashier is ringing up her stuff. Now, while she's doing that, me and Maya, we're putting our stuff on the belt thing. Maya looks down and sees a wad of money. Sees the wad of money. She picks the wad of money up, and then we notice that the white woman is looking in her, trying to figure out where her money is at. And Maya, not me, my daughter, because Maya seen it first. Then she's like, oh, Mom. And I looked at it like, oh, snap. And then Maya, I had nothing to do with it, makes a decision to give the lady her money. Good going, daughter. Good going. What a money. Hundreds and twenties in there, people. Let me tell you what this woman did for my daughter. She reached inside of the wallets, after she took it. Oh, thank you. And then she went back inside, pulled out $1 and gave it to Maya. Maya was like, oh, thank you. This was years ago, years. It's like, oh, thank you. Maya then turns around with that $1, goes and buys I think she bought a Bible. You know how they sell Bibles and books and stuff at the dollar store for $1. If I'm not mistaken, she went and bought a Bible for $1. And yeah. I commended her for that. I said, you're a really good girl. Just really, because your mama don't know if she would have did that. But you are, because there's no guarantee that was her money. Like how was I supposed, how we know that's the white woman's money? I don't know. How I know that she ain't looking for $5 she dropped? That don't necessarily mean that this whole wad of money that's sitting at the beginning of the cash register belongs to her. But so yeah, I don't know. Because this article, let me go back to this article. This article just, I don't know, it's just a tad bit annoying because you're sitting up here going all off into what is right and what's morally. It ain't right for Black people to be getting killed the way they be getting killed, but I have yet to see an article written by a white person or written by anybody going down into the logistics, going down into details on how it's wrong to kill Black people. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. And morally and ethically and worldly and godly, it's just wrong. You shouldn't do it. But for giving this man his money, yeah, they had to let us all know, the right thing to do. Yeah, we know the right thing to do, and he could have gave them some real money back, and here they go. And you see him. Go ahead, Black people. Just got to give it up to the Black people for doing the right thing, because most would not have done that. We still waiting for the armor truck to drive down the street, and for some reason the door to pop open and drop some money out. We're still waiting for that. And when it happened, I guarantee you I'm not going to be picking that up, returning it. Okay? Especially if I go in there and notice that none of them bills is marked. Okay? Now, I may be wrong for that, but I may look at it as a blessing. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I may be right. You don't know what I am, but I might be. You know what? I want to throw this out a little bit. I wasn't fully going to talk about this, but this whole Nene thing. Are y'all watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta? This whole Nene thing. I don't know, people. I don't know. I'm starting to think that some of this has to do with the show, because every time, I had never really noticed this with the Housewives of Atlanta. I've always noticed this with all of the Love and Hip Hops, that every time it's time for the show to come back home, that's when they start bringing drama to social media. Not only is it drama brought to social media on their social media pages, but then we're actually starting to get the news media to start reporting things. And they always do that with Love and Hip Hop. That's how you know what show is about to come on. Because if you start seeing them talk about some stuff with some of the cast members from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, then that means that Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is about to be coming on in a few weeks. If you see them talking about some stuff with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, somebody from there done got arrested, they arguing on social media and Instagram, then you're like, okay, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the new season is about to come on. But then I don't remember them doing that with Housewives of Atlanta, but I'm noticing that this season with this whole Nene thing. So I'm starting to wonder, is this done because of that? Because first you go on social media and what? I mean, like, what is she, like 50 something? I don't know how old she is. But first you go on social media complaining about Greg and his cancer, which just seems really juvenile. You think that she would keep that behind closed doors? Like, what's the purpose of putting it on social media? Ain't Greg in the house? You can't talk to Greg. He already in there. You can't tell Greg, with that cancer, if I had cancer, I wouldn't act like that. You couldn't tell him that in the house. You'd have to tell him that on Twitter and on Instagram for all of us to see. So I don't know. It's just something totally off by that, first of all. Secondly, and then this whole thing with Portia. If you watch the last episode and, Nene tells Portia the things that Candy said. Then Nene lies about it and said that she didn't tell, but then Portia said that she did tell, but whatever. And then I guess she gets mad at Portia for saying on the show that Nene is the one that told her what Candy said. Then she goes on Instagram and makes a posting, and then Portia responds. And I mean, it, like, again, very juvenile. And I'm like, okay, why would you make a whole posting saying that she threw you under the bus, that Portia threw you under the bus? You couldn't call her? Y'all on the same set and stuff, recording and doing whatever y'all doing, so you couldn't call her. You ain't got a phone number. All of y'all live in Atlanta. You don't know where she lived. You put it on Instagram? What you want us to do? But then again, they did say that the Housewives of Atlanta ratings were dropping. They did say the ratings were dropping, so maybe that has something to do with why Nene is trying to bring so much drama, because I see her being a drama fad one, always bringing something to social media or something. Like, lady, sit your old self down, because she's too old for that. And it's not the fact that she's old, but she's too old for that. But then again, who's really too old for that? I sit up here literally, basically, I sit here on YouTube and see grown people arguing with little people all the time. Little people, meaning younger people, talking about you should respect your elders. Really, bitch, in 2018, do this look like the 50s and the 60s to you? True enough, you should respect your elders. But it's about to be 2019. You don't see the disrespect. The fact that you would even say respect your elders at a time when don't nobody give a damn about no elder. What are you talking about? And that's not me being disrespectful. That's me keeping it real. And for the ones who do care, kudos for them, because we need them to care. Because they're the elders. You know what I mean? Not that elders are always right, but I'm just saying, because they're the elders. But for the most part, don't nobody give a damn about no elder. This is 2018, 2019. You too, the elder, will get cursed out by the younger generation in 2018, 19. So just know that. So yeah, she just older than I don't know what on social media being silly. Let me turn my comments and stuff on now, right quick. See what the people is talking about. Is my volume turned down? I got so much to do, people. I'm waiting for this phone call so I can get this whole thing rolling with this Atlanta, with this oh my goodness, what am I talking about? With this Las Vegas trip coming up in April. So I'm waiting for the people to call me so I can lock stuff in, so I can let you all know the information about Vegas in April. And then let me tell you this now, Monique, comedian Monique. She has moved to Las Vegas and she's doing her comedy shows at the SLS Hotel in Las Vegas. I looked her up yesterday and she will be doing 3 shows a week. She will be doing shows Friday evening and she will be doing 2 shows on Saturdays. I think there will be a show at either 7 or 8 p.m. and then another show at 10 o'clock at night. So she will be doing 3 shows a week while she is there in Vegas. So people, I can get tickets for this stuff, right? So when we get this whole thing together, when I get it sealed and locked and I'm showing you the information about this Las Vegas trip, this meet and greet with me and Essie Berry in Las Vegas in April, we may want to go see Monique do her comedy thing. When you like to see her laugh, I have never seen her laugh. So I think it would be nice. It's all in Vegas. Why the hell not? You know what I mean, people? But anyway, yeah, I know Uno's right. Like I love Monique too. I would love to see her in person. Every time I see her videos when they be going viral, when she be cursing people out on her comedy shows, it always looks good. I love a person who just speak their mind and keep it 100. Don't really give a care how you feel about it. Just speaking their truth. So I would totally love to see her. So like I said, people, when I get it all together, which should hopefully be by today or tomorrow, I should have some information for you all. We're going to figure out about these Monique tickets too, because I think that I would like to go there. And I think Essie would like to go there too. So how's everyone doing? Have they released her autopsy? Are you talking about autopsy? Who autopsy? Jackie, I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, girl? Hey, Moni Stacks. Look at Moni Stacks up in there doing that Moni Stacks thing. Who autopsy? Oh, are you talking about Sandra Bland? I don't even know, because I didn't even watch the thing, because I didn't even have HBO and I thought I did. I'm trying to figure out, Kim Porter. I thought you were talking about Kim Porter. I've decided this idea. I haven't even really been looking into the whole Kim Porter situation since she passed away. I think that I just looked at it like sometimes when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. I know that a lot of people are putting this whole conspiracy theory thing on there, that Diddy did something, or somebody done did something. I even heard somebody say something about Al B. Sure. I said, really? So now Al done set up. Now why Al set it up? So sometimes, now look, I'm a big conspiracy theorist too, with certain things, because sometimes I do believe in life. Celebrities just die. They die because it's their time to go, because the Most High done took you. You done served your purpose, now it's time. So I don't always think that it got something to do with the Illuminati, somebody just sacrificed you. So maybe for that reason, I haven't really paid attention. I just looked at it like it was her time to go. So she left. But one thing that I did notice was Quincy, you know, her oldest son, the one that she has by Albie Shore. Now, I had paid attention to what her children, well, basically Quincy and then the one that looks just like Diddy, what they were posting after their mother passed away. Because for me, I was looking like, oh wow, like I know it have to be pretty hard for them to post something. So I seen Quincy post something. The one that looked like Diddy, he didn't post something for a minute. I really think it was after the funeral was the first time he posted something, and he posted a picture of his mom and he said, "I love you, mommy," or something like that. And I was like, oh, you know. So then the funeral happened, and the other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, I seen Quincy posted a picture of him and his mom, but it was what he wrote for the caption that I found to be interesting. He says something about, in so many words, that his mom taught him basically to live life. And that's what he was going to do. He was going to live life, and that he missed his mom. Okay. And I just found that to be a little interesting, because I was like, to me, it appeared as if he was talking to someone else. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just a posting, it was as if he was letting people know something. Okay, so that's just what I got from it. Then yesterday, I see an article where it said that people were coming for him. Social media or something were coming for him because they said that he went back to work too fast. And I was like, oh, that's what it was. That's why he went on there and did that posting, because he was trying to explain to people that, look, people, true enough, I mean, come on. You don't think that boy is hurt? That man is hurt that his mom passed away. You don't think that? You don't know what type of things his mom done taught him in the background. Live life, live it to the fullest. He's remembering all the things his mother taught him. He got his family members coming to him saying, Quincy, you know, we know that you hurt because your mama passed away, but you know how your mom was. She brightened up any room when she walked in. She was the most happiest person. And you know that she would want you to go back and continue doing the things that you was doing. Don't just sit here and be suppressed. Live life, because that's how your mama lived it. You don't know what the hell the talk is in the background. The reason why the boy, the man, is posting pictures on his site with his suits and stuff on, and he's back to work. And I don't even know if these are current pictures or these are pictures that he done already took already. But leave that boy alone. Leave him alone. They already going through enough because his mom passed away. He don't need social media trying to comfort him because he decided to go back to work. What the hell do you want him to do? To just lay in the bed and cry? He could. Then would that make people feel better? If he was in a depressed state, what do we need to get a news article telling us that he done had an emotional breakdown and he in a mental institution? Would that make the people feel better? I mean, good grief. Got the boy sitting up there coming on social media explaining himself, explaining to us that his mama taught him to live life. Like, leave that boy alone. Leave that boy alone. Poor children. Good grief. Dealing with social media, I mean, dang. You know, snap. Good grief. Did y'all hear about this? Let me tell you that this is probably going to be my last story that I'm going to tell right quick. I know I turned the comments on, but when I posted this the other day, I was like, what the hell is going on in Illinois that I didn't know about? And I live here. This is coming from Chicago Tribune. It said more than, get this, people, more than 5,500. I didn't say 550. I said more than 5,500 women came to Illinois to have an abortion last year amid growing restrictions in the Midwest. All them women came to Illinois to have an abortion. That's a lot of women. In 2017, it says one woman came to Chicago by bus from Indianapolis. She came by bus from Indiana in mid-2017, pregnant, but with medical complications that would have made labor and delivery potentially dangerous. Another woman traveled to Illinois from Wisconsin in March because she didn't have the financial means or will to have a baby. Oh, or the will to have a baby. Although they were strangers, 28-year-old Timna Axel hosted them in her uptown neighbor apartment for a few nights before and after their abortions at local clinics. Axel is a volunteer with Midwest Access Coalition, a Chicago nonprofit that helps defray the costs associated with traveling to terminate a pregnancy, including lodging, food, and transportation. It seems like a lot of these nearby states have increased the barriers to abortion and other health care for women in recent years. It doesn't seem right. There should be this island of health care access in Chicago. More women are crossing state lines to have abortions in Illinois. Oh, this is the kill state. Just kill the babies. Just come over here and kill all these babies. According to the latest statistics from the Illinois Department of Public Health, which were released earlier this week, last year, 5,528 women traveled to Illinois from other states to terminate pregnancies, almost 1,000 more than the 4,543 women who came from out of state in 2016. The total number of abortions statewide during the same period increased slightly from 38,000. Woo, that's a lot of babies. 38,382 in 2016 to 39,329 in 2017, according to annual state records. Oh my God. Of those, about 1,000 abortions each year were provided to women whose home states were marked unknown. While the data doesn't indicate the reason for out-of-state travel, Illinois is generally considered a reproductive rights haven amid the more restrictive Midwest, where women often face waiting periods, gestational limits, fewer clinics, and other hurdles. Illinois is an outlier amongst our neighbors, whose legislators have consulted science and found that discouraging abortions is in the best interest of the residents. It's more to the article, but I don't know, like that doesn't make me feel good at all. I mean, that's pretty dang on bad. 39,000 babies, those are babies. I mean, it was that many mistakes in 2 years. Ladies, ladies, ladies. Oh my goodness. Oh, um, I guess no one had a condom. I guess no one took a depot shot, an IUD, them pills you're supposed to take. It yeah, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. Yeah, it is. It is a staggering number. It's very sad once you think about little babies who have nothing to do with this, just because a man and a woman want to get together and have sex and don't want to protect themselves. Everyone is just so careless. And you got all of these babies. I mean, like that's a lot of babies. That's all that I'm saying. And then y'all coming over to Illinois like this the kill state, ain't it? Illinois. And I don't see anything right about that. I mean, I don't. Like I understand. Look, I don't even know what to say about that. You know what I do? It's wrong. It's wrong. We shouldn't be having abortions, but because we don't listen to what the Most High said about picking one person, paying attention to the person that we picking, not sleeping around with everybody. This is the situation that we get ourselves into. Then you sit up there and then you get pregnant by people that you don't necessarily want to be pregnant by, or that's not even going to necessarily help you out with the pregnancy. And then you find yourself in an abortion clinic killing the babies. But the fact of the matter is that you can find an abortion clinic. You can go inside that clinic, or you can find an abortion clinic. You can find all of these people that will assist you, and Planned Parenthoods that'll talk to you and say, "Are you sure this is what you want to do? Well, we can help you with this. We can fund it. We can do this and that." You can go in there. You can get your abortion. And you can kill your baby. You can come out. You can continue to live your life, and probably go and get pregnant again the next year, the year after, and just keep doing the dumb. But you got to realize that there got to be some karma from that. The Most High don't want you killing babies. It's not right to do that. So you can make up whatever excuse you want to make. I really don't have a whole amount of sympathy for you, unless, and even though it's wrong, period, point blank, but unless, Geneva will at least give a nonetheless, unless you've been raped. Now, if you've been raped and then you find out you're pregnant, I don't know. That's something I would second guess. If you find out that your baby is going to come out being deformed and you like, oh my God, that's going to be a lie. And I don't even want this child to go through that, these problems with it. Maybe I can understand, those things, or those may be some things I might be like, but other than that, just because you sleeping around or whatever, then you decide to kill a baby. That's just like them day after pills. Them day after pills. I know people that have a medical card that were going in there getting them day after pills like they were Skittles. Just let me get a day after pill, pop it, kill the baby, go out there and do something else stupid. Let me get another day after pill, pop it, kill the baby. Just in case there's one. I don't know if it's one, but if it is, we're going to kill that baby. And, I'm like, woo, for real? I didn't even know that they were giving out the pills like that. You can just go pick them up and just pop it and potentially kill the baby on the spot. You don't even got to go to the hospital. You can just pop it, kill the baby, and then go have sex again. And then go get another, pop it and kill that. I don't know. That was a sad story. I don't know. I feel a certain way about that. I hadn't fully read it, but that's just pretty dang on sad. They are deplorable. They are. NK said, I agree, abortions are deplorable. And I'm a man saying this with one child, a daughter. See, look at that. NK got it together. He said, I'm just having one, just one. I'm not about to be spraying them seeds around, spraying that sperm babies around. And it's both people's fault. It's both people, because men know that all it takes for them to do is get excited. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again today. All it takes for a man to do is get excited during sex. And there go them babies. There the babies go as soon as he get excited. And a woman knows that during sex, if a man gets excited and them babies flow, they can possibly flow to your egg. And then the next thing you know, you're sitting up there pregnant. So it's both people's fault. I don't think it's one more than the other, both. But then again, I guess you feel like that there's a little bit more of a something that the woman should have, just for the simple fact of that you're the one that's going to have to carry the baby, one. And two, you the one that, at the end of the day, end up making these decisions on getting an abortion by yourself, because he probably most likely ain't going with you. But anyway, people, life is crazy. Hashtag the world we live in. That's all I got to say about that. The world we live in. Anyway, let me throw this out right quick. Is Chad on here? Is Chad? I'm trying to make sure Chad is not on here. Okay. Because y'all remember the other day, Saturday, I told you that I'm nosy, okay? Always have been. And I had found Chad. Chad had not seen his father since he was 4 or 5 years old. Then there was a disconnect up until he was 19 years old. It was a 15-year disconnect. When he seen his father again, that meeting, when they came together, it did not go well at all. Now, another 15 years done went by, okay? So me and Chad have been together for 12 years, going on 12 years. I've asked him about his dad. He really don't have nothing huge to say, but he give me information. Well, this is what I know. This is what my mom told me. I'm nosy, so I started doing research on his dad. This was probably about 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, I had actually found his father. Didn't reach out to him, but found him. So then the beginning part of this year, or it could have been last year, I started looking for his father again. I was trying to find him on Facebook, but his actual name did not match the name that he had on Facebook. So it took me a minute, but found him. When I found him, I told Chad. I was like, Chad, guess what? I found your father. Now, he didn't get mad. He wasn't like, why are you so nosy? But then again, he wasn't happy either. Like, oh, wow, you found my father? He was like, oh, you found that nigga? That's how he said it, because, you know, he ain't seen him in a long time. Be like irritated with him and stuff. So I'm nosy looking on the father's page. I'm finding pictures of the other family members, showing it to Chad. Chad, here go your grandmother, your great-grandmother. Here go some aunts and some uncles and some cousins. He ain't really saying too much. He just looking at it. He takes that information and he go tells his mom, guess what? Geneva found my dad. She gets mad. Why Geneva so nosy? And I'm like, what? I didn't know I did anything wrong. This man only remembers his father 2 times, one at 5 and one at when he was 19. Like, what did I do wrong? Why can't he? You know, the mother was mad. She said, stop following him, unfollow him. So I'm like, okay. Me and Chad even ended up getting into an argument because of that situation, where I was like, Chad, you were okay with it at first, but now since your mom's snapping, now you partial snapping. So I unfollowed him, but that did not sit right in my spirit. It did not. It was literally like the Most High was like, but why she tell you? But why was she so angry though? But this has nothing to do with her. This has everything to do with Chad. You're doing this for Chad. So a few months later, I followed him again. And this time I decided to send him a message on Facebook and told him, you know, hey, how you doing? This is Geneva. You don't know me. I'm the wife of Chad, your son. I don't know if you've been looking for him. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And he instantly reached out. Within 2 minutes. He contacted me back and we had been talking. Chad did not want to talk to him at all. Still didn't want to have anything to do with him because he was upset. And I didn't want to pressure him into it, you know, because this is a big decision. And even though I want him to talk to his dad, there was a part of me that felt like, but Geneva, what if you were being nosy and he do talk to his father and it goes totally south, and it would basically be your fault for being so nosy. Okay, so I did have a bit of that feeling in there. Now the father is sporadically, the father is contacting me every so often, like, Geneva, has Chad said anything? I really want to talk to my son. I know he's mad at me. He must really be pissed. And I'm like, yeah, you know, he feels a certain type of way, but I'm also trying to coach the father. I'm coaching him. I say, when you talk to Chad, you have to remember that even though Chad is 30 something years old, the way that he feels about you, the things that transpire, he may come off a little bit like he's still 19 years old with some of his feelings. Don't sit up there and be talking about his mama, throwing stuff on his mama, because he's going to get offended. You have to take responsibility for what you did. And he said, well, Geneva, I tried to. And I told him, I said, that's not good enough. I said, you can't make excuses, because if you wanted to see him, you would have tried. And I said, and if you say that to him, he's going to get defensive. So don't do that. So these are the conversations. Chad comes to me the other day and says, Geneva, I finally made the decision to contact him. I'm like, what? Because this has been like over 6 months now, people. Over 6 months. So Saturday, I gave him the phone number and he calls his dad. Now, while I'm on the phone talking to y'all, he's talking to his father. So I get off the, done with talking to y'all. And then I ask him, so how did everything go? It went perfect. I was like, thank you, Most High. He's amazing. I was so proud of Chad for being open-minded and willing to listen to what his father had to say. I was so equally proud of his father for not being defensive, not making excuses, understanding where he was wrong at, not saying anything bad about the mama, keeping it specifically, basically, I messed up. I should have tried harder. There's no excuses. I thought that, but you know what? I wasn't in the right place. I should have been there for you more often. I should have picked up the phone. I should have tried harder to call you. Because I know fathers that would never do that. They're going to sit there and make excuses. Well, your mama, she kept taking you moving. Your mama, she didn't want me to see. Your mama made things different. You can't blame that on nobody. None. Because if you want it, you would try hard enough to get it. So you can't put it on the mama and the man signing, and then because it hadn't rained and a tornado came and the ground started shaking. No. You were focused on other things, and your primary focus had nothing to do with your child. Just period, point blank. You just got to admit to that. So so that just did my heart some good. And to hear Chad basically say that he was pleased with the way the conversation went. He said that don't mean he jumping full in. He still got to figure things out, see how serious his father is, but he is willing to try to have a relationship. So then the father texted me yesterday and basically said, Geneva, thank you so much. I really appreciate what you did to get me and my son back talking again. And it just mattered to me because Chad is a man. And, you know, I know that men tend to be hard and stuff. And I don't give a damn what that nigga say. And I don't care. They don't shed a tear. They always talking about they don't care. I don't care. I don't care about that nigga. And I don't believe that. You know, I think women are more emotional. We'll cry. We'll be sad about it. Yes, I do care. I wonder where he's at. But men don't do that. So I know how to look through that sometimes. I can see through that sometimes and be like, you know what? I think you are disappointed about the situation. And thank God for me being nosy, right? You know, ain't nothing like a little nose in this to help a situation out sometimes. I thank the Most High for that. I thank him for keeping it, you know, because I really did nothing. Because if it wasn't meant for me to find them, I wouldn't have found them. I thank the Most High for keeping that in my spirit and keeping me being persistent, very persistent in my pursuit to find somebody if I'm really going hard on it. And I was going hard on this situation. So I just wanted to let y'all know that because I know that I explained it to some of you all the other day. And, you know, and I told y'all I would let you know how it went. So that's how it went. That's basically how it went. Hey, Ty girl, I can't wait to wear my shirt. I can't wait. I love my shirt. I love my shirt. Scorpio said, well, can you get me and my sister to talk? What is going on with the sister? What did the sister do? Oh, Ty said, I am disappointed in my parents, but for myself, I don't want a relationship, but I am reaching out for my children. Now, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. You feeling a certain way about it, but then wanting to do it for your kids so your kids can know, which is important. I think it's really important for us to know where we come from. Just even basic things like where you get this from, where you get your eyes from, or your face shape from, or your nose from. Just those basic things, first of all. But then when you get all off into why you like to cook, why you're into music, why you do this, and then finding out that that comes from a grandparent or a parent or an aunt and uncle or a great grandparent. I think that all of those things are just really interesting. So yeah, if you can find that out or do that for your kids, I think it'll be good for them. I think it really would be. And you never know, Ty, in the process, maybe some things may transform for you and your parents. And then what you thought wasn't going to happen just may happen. You never know. You never know what the future holds. You never know. Recap on Botham, John. Oh, Rochelle. Basically, what I did is at the beginning of this video, I showed a video of the Southside Flats apartment where Botham Shimjon and Amber Geiger lived and where he ultimately was killed at. Because if you remember, or I don't know if you do remember, but a lot of the people, including myself and a lot of the people that was making comments in the comments section, we were all questioning how the garage looked in the Southside Flats apartment. Because we know Amber stayed on the 3rd floor. Botham Shimjon stayed on the 4th floor. We were trying to figure out if the 4th floor garage was open to the sky, which would have been like, okay, so how did you not know you were on the 4th floor when you parked your car, you look up in the sky? So we had one of our closet seekers, PI, private investigators. She lives in Dallas, right, not too far from the Southside Flats apartment. She drove over there and she did a recording of how the inside of the garage looked. And I showed that video. And basically what she told me was that the inside of the garage is just like how a hospital garage is, where when you're circling up, and when she went to the 4th floor, there was a ceiling. There was the cement ceiling, so it wasn't open up to the sky. So there is even though we don't believe it, no one believes it, so I'm not saying I believe this, but there is, I guess, a possibility where if you're drunk and you own some, that you could think that you're on the 3rd floor, but you really on the 4th floor. She went up an extra circle and didn't realize she had went up a whole nother one. So she say. No, but my closet seeker private eye said that there's no way unless Amber Geiger was drunk, that she didn't know that she was up there, because the elevators and the hallway have the apartment floor have the floor number on it. So it said 4. And she said she was going to go back today and take some more pictures. So when she do, I'll be sticking those pictures on my Facebook page at Geneva's Closet right along with this video, just so you can see it again, just in case it probably showed up a little blurry here. I want y'all to fully see it because that was definitely a question for us. Ooh. Yep, Keys said, nope, not buying it because she followed every street sign before she got there. Come on, Keys. Keys is bringing out some stuff right now. Keys said she knew how to get home. Did she not know how to get home? Did she ride inside the Southside Flats door? Because she was just so delirious. She was so sleepy that she thought she turned in the garage, but she actually ran into the door. Nope. She knew how to go in the garage. She even knew how to go up, and she went up again. She didn't even crash into any cars while she was going up. She actually made it up there. But yet and still, they try to tell us that she didn't know. Like I said before, most of us believe that Amber knew Botham. We firmly believe that, whether they knew each other because of a relationship or they knew each other just because. No one is really going with that she didn't know him. No one believes that. No one really. Matter of fact, someone do believe that, because someone came and made a comment the other day and said, who are you to be saying all of that? You don't even live in Dallas. So I guess in order to have an opinion, you got to live in Dallas. You know, people, in order for us to have an opinion, we got to actually live in the state of Texas. And once you think about that, ain't that where Sandra Bland got killed at in Texas? Okay. I reckon now. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna ask our closet seeker, private eye, about that. She lives out there. Like, do she see racism stuff all the time? Confederate flags and stuff like that around. Do people seem like they a little bit, funny acting? Got a stank face and stuff all the time. White people and stuff. That's a good question because I don't know. I don't know anything about the South. I have never lived in the South, but I'm talking about moving to Atlanta and Georgia and stuff. Maybe I need to figure out a little bit more what's going on, because I'm a Midwesterner. I'm from the Midwest, always have been. So I don't know. I really don't. Wow, Ty, really? Texas is the one place that I've been that I just did not, and she put it in all caps. She did not have to put it in all caps, but she said just did not feel comfortable. Girl, why? What was they doing? Was they looking at you funny? Is it Confederate flags? I think I would feel a certain way about that. I don't know. It's not a state for Black people. Okay. I believe that. Lily said racism thrives in Texas. Okay, now. Okay. Mm. Do y'all believe that racism just thrives in the South, period? Do you think that there's more racism going on in the South than the rest of the United States? So do you feel like the Midwest, okay, look, I'm sure y'all got your fair share of racism in the Midwest, but I'm telling you, Midwesterners, you ain't seen nothing until you go to the South. Now, is that what the people from the South would say? Is that what you would say? Because that's what I want to know. I want to know, do the people that live in the South feel like that us who live other places in the United States, I'm pretty sure you see racism, because racism, is everywhere. But you ain't seen nothing until you come to the South. Is that how y'all feel? Is that how? Uno said, I live in Houston and has experienced racist profiling before. Bree said, and it's worse in Mississippi. Lily said, now I live in Atlanta. Okay, so you moved from Texas to Atlanta because you felt like Atlanta was better? Daryl said, racists want you to look at the flags and tattoos for the doctors, lawyers, judges, and the cops can do their evil. Goddess of Israel said, visited Texas in 90s, got stopped by police 3 times in one night, twice by the same officer. Oh, wow. Jackie said, in the South, a lot of Southern flags. It was South who did not want to give up slaves. That's true. That is true. So that's the part of me that, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, people. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But when, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to consider all of that. But I appreciate you all's opinions on that for the people that do live in the South and been to Texas before. Because I've never been to Texas, and I've been to Mississippi, a few times to visit. But it's just visiting. That's it. I just visit. Been to Arkansas for a week to visit. That's it. You know. Sandra said racism is very bad in Memphis and Mississippi. Key said it's everywhere. That's true. It is everywhere. That's totally true. That racism is everywhere. But I'm just trying to figure out is a little worse other places. But I would assume that it would be. I assume that it would be. Do y'all watch 90 Day Fiance? Do any of y'all watch that? The current one that they're doing now with the black guy that's from Jamaica, that's dating that white girl from Virginia, South Carolina, wherever he dating her from. I found that to be very interesting. That they totally coming for that Jamaican boy. And the looks on his face. You know what I want to tell him? I want to say, boy, if you don't take yourself back to Jamaica and deal with your own people, leave that blue-eyed girl alone. It ain't even all that serious. This threatening that they doing to you, those are signs. Those are signs of what the United States really is. Go back to where you came from. Go back. There ain't no need to come to the United States that bad. He said that he ain't even used to all of that type of racism. But why would he be used to that when you live in a country where it's all black people? There's all black people in Jamaica, besides the other ones, because they always got to come over to where your people from. But there's all black people in Jamaica. Of course, he ain't got to deal with nobody calling him a nigger, and all of this type of stuff. But then, as soon as you come to the United States, instantly they got something to say. I want to say, leave that white girl alone and go back to where you came from. Go back, run for the border, because you don't want to be here. And then the next thing you know, a few months later, you done got shot and killed. They talking about coming to the church where they supposed to be getting married at and killing them and stuff, like serious threats. And she's sitting up there from the United States, been here all her life, talking about, yeah, well, I guess I just didn't realize. I'm just so naive at how the racism and because I have never dated a black guy before. So you need to date a black guy to know that there's racism with black people in the United States? Really, bitch, that sounds stupid. That sounds stupid, but I guess she's been in her own little white bubble. Well, if you've been in your white bubble, then why the hell do you want to date a black guy? You couldn't have possibly been in your own white bubble because you just told the black boy that you have black friends. You have many, many black friends. So then you should have known the racism then. You should have known the racism in your state, in your city, in the United States as a whole. But she was like, oh my God, I'm just so naive. And I just had no idea. I just didn't. I did not. Yeah. That's why he shouldn't be with her, because she dumb. She like another Amber. She delirious. They're delirious. The snowball bunnies. She's a tad bit off. Hey, LaShawn girl. Who got a baby? I know that's what I heard on the next episode, that they canceled the wedding. He should leave her anyway. Go and find you a Jamaican black woman with melanin, and y'all have some beautiful melanated babies. That's what they should do. Key said he's probably been hurt by his own, so that might be why he want her. I figure that he want her because of something different. That's what I figure that it is. It's something different. And, my opinion is, I think that when black people, I could be wrong, and I'm not speaking for all black people either. Okay, so I'm not speaking for all black people, and I could be wrong. I believe that when black people, especially dark-skinned people, start getting attention from white people, especially that type of white girl with the white girl with blonde hair and blue eyes, I think it make you feel a certain type of way. You feel good about yourself, like, okay, I can pull that one. Okay, they like me too. Okay, this is something different. Okay, I'm willing to try this out. And then a lot of the times, because we do hear this with these 90 Day Fiance people, that when they think of people from the United States, you're thinking of you getting a chance to go to a bigger country with bigger opportunities, this white girl, this white blue-eyed, blonde-haired snow bunny girl, she paying you some attention. She obviously got money because she's damn near willing to fund this whole thing to make sure that you get over to the United States and then pay for the visa or whatever papers. I'm pretty sure she's the one mostly paying for it. I mean, let the record show the man can't get a job, so she the one working, paying all the bills in the house. I think it make you feel a certain type of way. You done damn get your ching, hit the jackpot on some stuff. He living in a nice house. You're not living in a raggedy one bedroom, just like how that other girl is that's with the Wisconsin man. So I didn't get that he felt a certain that the black women in Jamaica had did him a certain type of way. He was a gigolo. He was a player. He dated a whole lot of women. He said he loved his country. He got a lot of friends and stuff over there. So I just think it's something new. And I think we get caught up sometimes in something new. I really do think we get caught up sometimes. Just like I think sometimes white people, especially white women, get caught up in black men because it's something new. You know, you got a new swag. He talk a certain way. He wears clothes a certain way. You know, I don't know. Maybe the sex thing, they feel like that he's more aggressive during sex or something. I have to say this idea. And you get caught up in something new. You know, the skin color, the dreads, the hands. It's just something new. So that's my opinion on things. Y'all may not agree. And I'm not saying, like I said, that's all black people. Sandra said he just want a green card. Just like the girl, if y'all watch a 90 Day Fiance, just like the girl, y'all know who I'm talking about, the Chinese, the girl who family is rich. Why do y'all think that she coming to Wisconsin with this broke poor man and he poor and struggling? Did y'all see the apartment he brought her in? She is rich, bitch. Why would you bring her to this little apartment that's dirty as dirty? Now, if you're gonna bring her to the little apartment because that's all you can afford, fine. Clean it first. No, he couldn't clean it. You couldn't have bought a bed. You know she's coming with a baby. Y'all sleeping in literally, I think the bed is half of a twin size bed. I don't even think it's a twin. I think it's half of a twin. That's what they're sleeping in. And you got the baby, and these are people with money sleeping on the mattress on the floor. Really, man? Really? And she's tolerating this. I just knew when she seen that place, especially the bathroom, I would have did a U-turn because I hate nasty bathrooms. I literally would have did a U-turn. A nasty bathroom and a nasty kitchen. Oh my God, I would have so did a U-turn. I wouldn't have been able to sleep on them sheets, the blankets, sit on the couch. I wouldn't want to go use the bathroom. Definitely not take a shower or a bath. Absolutely not. She stayed. Why she staying? For that green card. I feel like that she knows on her own she gonna hit the jackpot. She said she want to be a doctor. Her father expects her to become a doctor while she over in the United States. That's the only reason why I think she with that man, and that she will tolerate. If she do, she will tolerate whatever she feel like she needs because she don't have to. Her father can give her money. If anything happened, all she gotta do is call her daddy, and her daddy will hook her up. I just think she's trying to get her green card so she can be a doctor in the United States because she feel it'll be more profitable for her. Boom, just as simple as that. That's all that I think. Because why in the hell, if you rich, would you want to downgrade like that? And then the daughter living in there. And I would have been disappointed too by the wedding venue. With that carpet and stuff, I don't know. You know, he couldn't even buy her a bed. And I mean, but then he didn't want to take the money from the father because you want to do it on your own. Then do it on your own then. Doing a horrible job. She should leave him. She should leave and go back home and find her another American man. Go back on the internet. Find you another one that look better and got just a little bit of something that can bring you over and, you know, take better care of you and your son. I think she should come over and take advantage of the United States and get her a card and become a doctor. That's what they all do. Do it. Take advantage. Who cares? I don't care about I'm not about to become a doctor, so I don't care. Maya is, but I don't think she's gonna take Maya's job. So Maya, so whatever. I don't give a damn about the United States. They can do whatever they want to do. Girl, no. The bathrooms. It's something about a bathroom because I be because I look at everything. So I sit on the toilet and then my eyes just start wandering around. I'm looking at the cracks on the floor, the toilets, ugh, the sink, no, the kitchen. Sit in the kitchen and you're looking at under the stove and a refrigerator. Like, is that clean? Do I see stuff? Girl, I get the heebie-jeebies about anything. Practically, I got so many heebie-jeebie issues, it's not even funny. Just too many. Just tons upon tons. But anyway, people, I think I've probably been on here too long because I start talking and rambling, and then I keep going and going. I end up being on here all day, hours upon hours. It's probably something else I'm forgetting. It's probably something else I'm forgetting. I don't even know. I don't even know. But Sandra said that show is crazy and funny. It's obviously all of them. Ben Bentley. Good grief. Get in here and be quiet. Stop. Come on. Being loud. Dad. I'm sorry, people. Ben is, he's just, why are you so loud? Dad, can't nobody get any quiet privacy time and stuff. But anyway, people, I'm about to get ready to go because Ben is loud. I think Ben is a tad bit racist because every time he see white people, he starts barking. I think this is a racist dog. I didn't know Chad purchased a racist dog, but he may be a little racist. Ben, stop all that racism. We're trying to come together as a people. And plus, you mix anyway because you're from Scotland. Yorkies come from Scotland. So you have to be part white. You don't even realize. But anyway, people, y'all have a fabulous rest of the Tuesday. And I will be talking to y'all again on Thursday. Unless something happened, I got to come on here and let y'all know the tea and stuff right quick, if it transpire. But if not, then I will see you in a few days, people. You all have a fabulous rest of your day. I'll talk to you later, people. And make sure you go follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so. And like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. People, have a fabulous day. Talk to you later. Bye.